Oh, hello. Hello, everyone. Hello. My hair does not even really show up right now. It's a little sad. Hi. So I'm on my lunch break at work, blah, blah, blah. It is Monday the 20th, and I guess I just want to do one last video to make sure that anyone who isn't aware of it, somehow, that the likes and videos, or just, you know, if you have your own channel and you want to talk about being a video maker or just talk about video games or whatever, is aware that I am going to Vidcon 2015 this very week. Oh! I don't know what my schedule is yet. I already just downloaded the Vidcon app. My plan is to work a half day on Wednesday and get off at 12 and then drive up to the Marriott, hopefully get there before 5, just because if I leave closer to 5, traffic from San Diego to Los Angeles means a 2 or 3 hour trip can take upwards of 7 or 8 hours. So yeah, hopefully I'll get there before 5. Trying to get a contact with the guy that the room is registered under. I'm going to be sharing it with like 5 people, whatever. And we'll see if this time we're actually at the Marriott. Last year I was room sharing with people and it was supposed to be at the Marriott, but the Marriott oversold, so we ended up at a further away hotel, which wasn't actually that bad because the parking was cheaper. If we do end up at the Marriott, parking is $25 a night, and I couldn't really find cheaper that was easy walking distance, and also at least with the Marriott, there's in and out privileges, which means you pay the fee and then for 24 hours you can come and go. So, you know, if I'm meeting someone over at another location, or if I want to get food at somewhere that's, you know, Anaheim is kind of scary at night. You know, Disney and stuff has done a lot to clean up the area so it's more tourist friendly, but it's still pretty scary at night. There's crimes that happen out there, and so walking alone in the dark as a girl is a little scary sometimes. But anyway, so if I want to drive out somewhere, you know, theoretically I can. Still kind of annoying because, you know, you have to pay for the room, you have to pay for parking, you have to pay for the VidCon ticket, you have to pay for food, although most of it I'm going to be bringing with me. I just got a whole bunch of snacks, and, you know, I'm going to, luckily with the room at the Marriott, I can have all the snacks there and just go back and forth instead of having to carry everything on my person at all times like I did with Comic-Con. But yeah, I'm actually really looking forward to it. I kind of said this in my Comic-Con vlogs, but the thing about VidCon and Comic-Con, so this is my first Comic-Con for 15 years, and if you want to know about what happened, I have a whole playlist of vlogs I put up and clips of panels and stuff like that. But the thing about San Diego Comic-Con that made me feel kind of weird is that it's been so built up that I felt like, oh my god, I should be having like the time of my life. But the thing is, I have only a tangential interest and knowledge of American comics, and while there was some stuff geared towards the stuff I like, you know, I didn't want to wait in line for a day and a half to get into those panels, so I didn't really go to any of that. Basically, the most fun thing of Comic-Con was just walking around looking at the exhibit booths and stuff like that. But VidCon, it's a totally different thing. VidCon, you know, it's by and for YouTubers, and yeah, there's a lot, you know, catering to the fangirls as far as like meetups and signups and stuff, but as I've mentioned in my yay VidCon might not suck video from months ago, I'll put a link in the description. The big difference about this year is that they're introducing the Creator Pass, which hopefully won't get abused to death, and hopefully will be more conducive to those of us who aren't super famous, but aren't there just to oogle someone either, you know, we're there to make friends with other video makers and shoot the shit and stuff like that. Like, it's an industry panel, or not necessarily the actual industry track, but, you know, VidCon or YouTube conventions in general, they're a really nice way to meet a lot of other people that have the same interests as you. The same interests could be as narrow as like actual YouTubers that you both watch or try to emulate or whatever, or it could just be, you know, internet stuff in general. You know, VidCon, one of the good things about VidCon getting so big, to counteract the bad things of the lines and the screaming and all that stuff, is that, you know, there's a lot more opportunity for niche targeting. There's, you know, there's entire I almost said subreddits, entire subcategories of, you know, gamers. Like there's the FPS gamer fans, there's the you know, RTS gamer fans, there's the, you know, there's even like LGBT in gaming kind of things. There was a LGBT in gaming panel at Comic-Con actually, and that was one of the few panels I went to that I really liked. But that's trying to put a positive spin on how big VidCon is. I think it's like 22,000 estimated people this year, something like that, which is tiny compared to San Diego Comic-Con, but you know, how much of Comic-Con is split up into people just waiting in lines. I mean, it was really tough walking around Comic-Con, especially on Saturday. Like, it was just, luckily I'm not super agoraphobic. I don't really get freaked out in crowds generally, but if I'm already feeling anxious and depressed, crowds certainly don't help that feeling. Anyway, this is pretty rambly. I don't really know what else to say. My channel has declined so much, like viewership and everything has declined so much in the last couple of years that it really is just straight up a hobby now. I mean, you know, as you guys who have, if anyone who has been watching my videos for a while watches this video, you know, I used to be really, not hardcore about YouTube, but, you know, I would spend like 16 hours a day, 3 or 4 times a week, filming, editing videos and stuff like that. And as I said in my kind of quitting YouTube video from several weeks ago, I'm moving on with my life. I'm still making videos, but I'm not gonna beat myself up if they're not, you know, if I don't make them all the time, and I'm not gonna beat myself up if I, you know, no more spending 20 hours plus making a video unless I really want to make that video or something like that, you know, because it's just, I got a lot of things I would rather be doing, honestly, with the limited free time that I have. You know, I got all my arts and crafts things. Well, it's kind of messy right now because I'm still sorting through my stuff from Comic-Con. You know, I got my job. I got to go back to full-time because we are trying to buy a house, me and my husband. And, you know, I got to go look at houses. Got to pick a house and put that money down and stuff like that. I like to have kids, you know. I'm 30 this November, and I would like to have kids while I'm still young enough to, you know, be active with them as they grow, because I can speak from experience. My mom had me when she was 45, I think, something like that. So, you know, my parents are grandparent, if not great-grandparent age right now, whereas, like, my husband's mom is, like, in her 50s. And it's just, like, it kind of sucks when, you know, I'm, like, 10 years old and my parents are too frail to really, you know, play sports with me and stuff like that. So I don't have to deal with that. I want to have kids while I'm young enough to, you know, be physically active with them. Not that, you know, if you're older, you're automatically going to be frail, but, you know, plus, you know, the older you get, the more difficult it is to have a kid, et cetera, et cetera. This is really rambling. No one's gonna watch this. I say that every video. Yeah, but final point, just, yeah, you know, I'll be at Vidcon. Driving up Wednesday, going to Disney Day with Avarra. She's gonna meet me up on the train like we did last year. And this year, we're probably gonna dress up for it, but no leather, we decided, because we were going for like a steampunk feel last time, and we both had like super bright colored hair, and it was fun, but we spent most of the day just being hot and miserable. So, you know, this year we're gonna go for stylish but not blistering hot, especially since the weather has been really Florida-ish lately with like storm. Like, our apartment almost flooded last night. Literally, it was raining so hard. There's like an inch from the sidewalk up to the front of the door, and the water was like lapping at the side. And then it stopped raining and it went all away because California is basically just this big dry sponge right now because it's drought so bad. But anyway, so hopefully the weather won't be super annoying. Sorry, I just gotta work email. So hopefully the weather will be bearable, and if not, expect to find me inside a lot, enjoying the AC, and probably going to be hanging out at the Creator Lounge quite a bit. I did just buy a bunch of business cards that got here like the day before Comic-Con. I've got this one from my one channel that you guys should know about, and then I've got these CeriGotGame ones, because I changed the name. Oh, doing it. Hold on. Over here. I swear I had everything cleaned, and then it wasn't clean anymore. And then here's my CeriGotGame ones. Oh no, that's still a Topless Topics one. I got more of the Topless Topics one than I did the CeriGotGame, because honestly, the Topless Topics one is easier to film for, because it's just vlogs. Whereas with the CeriGotGame ones, this being the exception, I'm usually trying to edit it to be like a game review or something. This is really hard to do one-handed. Fucking, okay, seriously? Seriously, like, all the ones I'm trying to get to are at the bottom. I didn't realize I ordered so many. Ah, things falling. Please be the right one. Yes, okay. See, the Tallest Toppings one, I picked this linen. Okay, seriously, get out of there. Jesus. I picked the linen cardstock, and with CeriGotGame I just went with normal gloss. So there's CeriGotGame, and it's reflecting it wrong in the camera for some reason, front and back. I didn't have time to do a test copy before I print them out, so they're a little bit dark. I'd prefer if they were a little bit lighter, but I used some actual pictures of me on there. One from when my hair color was really, really vibrant. So that hopefully people will be a little more inclined to be like, I want to see what this girl's stuff is. Because, you know, my old design, I had the picture that I drew of myself, and it's like, people probably think it's like animations or something. I'm like, no, I do like doing animations, I just don't really have time or skill to be doing that much work, because animating your own little clips like Egoraptor or whatever is a very, very long time, you know, time-consuming process. So yeah. I think that's about it. I'll be at Vidcon. You know, if you do watch this and, you know, you see me, please feel free to come up and say hi. Like, I don't know why anyone wouldn't. I'm not famous or anything. But as for my schedule, I don't know. I'm going to try to remember to use Twitter a little more often and be like, I'm going to this panel. Now I'm going to this panel. So if people really want to, I can't even imagine anyone giving a shit. Like, I'm just a nobody, but you know what? We're all nobodies. Some of us just have arbitrary numbers attached to our nobodiness. And I'm looking forward to a bunch of panels and stuff that are centered around issues I'm actually interested in. And I'm looking forward to running into people that I saw before, you know, some famous, some not, and just talking to them, seeing how they've been since last year, or whenever the last time I saw them was. That's it. Hope to see you there, and hope to see some of the old bees that I know were pretty not enthusiastic about how fangirlish VidCon's gotten from the brief times I did talk to them last year. They were sort of like, pfft. Hopefully they come back this year anyway, for those few of us left who do like their stuff and aren't screaming 14-year-old girls. Sorry. We do exist. It's just hard to hear us over all the screaming. And if you are going and you're a fangirl, that's fine. Just try... I don't know what kind of bug that was. Try to be polite. Try not to scream. I know you're really enthusiastic and you really love that cute British guy, but screaming is not going to endear you to anybody. And just try to be a normal, not crazy person. Try not to trample. Try to be polite. Curb your enthusiasm, as the name of that one show goes. You know, be enthusiastic, but be polite about it. Try to rein in some of those raging hormones and just be like, I really like this person, but running up to him, screaming in his face, and then running away is not going to make him like me. And if he does remember me, it's not going to be in a good way. So, you know, don't be afraid. You know, by and large, pretty much every YouTuber I've ever met, even the super famous ones, they're actually really nice people, or they're good at pretending to be nice people. And, you know, even if you're really nervous and shy, just feel free, you know, as long as they're not like running across the hall, because if they're running, they're probably late for something. But if they're just walking or hanging out, you know, just go up and be like, excuse me, you know, sorry if you're in the middle of something, but I just want to say I really like your videos, and, you know, seem like a cool person, and that's it. Shake their hand, get a signature, you know, and then if they seem like they want to talk, you know, keep talking, but if they keep trying to turn away, then understand that they're probably busy and they're meeting a lot of different people, and just be happy that, you know, you got to say hello to your idol. I don't know why this got all preachy all of a sudden, but just, I have faith that the fangirls can be taught to not ruin the VidCon experience. We just have to stop treating them like things, like pests, and engage them as people. You know, hopefully cut them away from some of the mob mentality, and be like, listen girl, if you want to have a good experience at VidCon and you want to make it fun for everybody else, be polite, be courteous, be self-aware of your own behavior, you know, break out of your shyness, but don't act like a raving lunatic. Don't be screaming, don't be trampling, just be polite. That's the #1 rule for cons and life in general, is try to be polite. I know it's something I struggle with sometimes, but I am trying. I'm trying to be polite. There's a scary face to haunt you in your dreams. Yeah, that's it. Okay, I need to turn the fan back on. It's like really hot in here, really hot and muggy. It was crazy raining last night. We went grocery shopping and like we had to run from the overhang to the car and back and forth, and even just running, like we had like, you know, frozen pizza and stuff. All the cardboard boxes got soaked. It was crazy, and now it's back to blistering hot. What's up with that, California? You trying to be Florida? Well, you're gonna have to get some more Spanish moss and also delete all your concrete, all your sidewalks. Yes, I said delete because I'm a gamer. If you want to be Florida. Also, you need to have even crazier drivers. From my brief experience living in Florida for half a year and going there for Play This Live. Okay, I'm done. Bye.